And we're back. Welcome to the news.
That's right.
How's everybody doing today? We hope you're having a glorious Friday. Is it Friday?
It is Friday. That's what we do in the news.
Yeah. So we got some news for you today. We've scoured the interwebs, mainly, just went over to see Outlook. Thank you so much for actually doing the work that we're just going to steal from you. If any story that we tell you today you'd like to know more about, make sure you head over to See Outlook, where you can find links and hopefully more in-depth conversation about it, and not just our opinions on how it happens. How you been, man?
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Good. Everything good, man.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
Well, in typical fashion, we have Springfield checking in.
Mm-hmm.
Raining 51. It's raining here, too. Probably not 51.
Yeah.
33. Sleet here in Vermont. Well, it looks like the whole place sucks. 50 is going to be the high. San Diego checking in at 46.
Yeah.
Here
is going to be a 42.
I hope so.
Yeah.
My air conditioner still isn't fixed.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Oh, well. 37 and cloudy in East Tennessee. Good morning. Welcome back to the news. 43 and sunny in North Carolina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's see what we got here. Glad you guys are back. Fernando. Very good. Very good. Let's keep going. What's up, guys? 3 weeks till Vegas.
That's right.
I know, and our we are not
3
ready.
weeks.
We're not ready.
3 weeks.
We are so not ready. Is today the 13th?
Today is the 13th.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to win something today.
No, you're not. No. Living in a like for Baba since he's not here. Oh, leaving, Jesus.
Yes.
Christ, it's too early. 44 Largo. Yeah,
Okay,
right? There you
okay.
go. And rainy, I'm sure, or at
course,
least it
probably.
was. 44 in the Pacific Northwest. Now, see, that's the problem. Great show last night. Thank you. For those who don't know, we do I do a show with Hi-Fi Vega over on the Hi-Fi Vega network.
How was it?
2 of them, actually. I guess
good.
it was good. He enjoyed it.
Go.
Honestly, it was weird. We didn't really talk. We kind of, honestly, to me, that was more of a year in review than.
Then just a regular talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a pretty good show where we just kind of talked about car audio stuff loosely.
Very good.
It was
Very
a good
good.
time.
Very good. Good evening.
From the Kingdom of Bahrain. Very nice. Welcome to the show. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
54 in South Carolina.
I can see that, yes.
Raining, of course.
Raining,
Yeah, I
of
know,
course.
right?
Yes,
yeah, I had to put the
exactly.
convertible top up. So we scoured. We got news. Believe it or not, there wasn't as much news as I was hoping for. I was kind of disappointed.
I mean, it's a lot, but not exactly something that is like...
A lot of user news. For those of you guys that are fans of the show, fans of our friend Chris Bennett, he's now at Museway.
Mm-hmm.
So that made the news. There was a lot of industry stuff that's just
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's
yeah.
a lot of it's a lot of news.
And I was really kind of sad about how much, which I was sad, but I kind of figured it was going to be that way. There's a handful of companies that still feel like they need to hold on to like the January release of products.
Yeah.
Which to me is the dumbest thing ever, because if you got it, release it.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't have it, don't talk about it, because all we're going to do is wish it was here. And it's okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And
Your life notice woke me up.
well, you're welcome. Get to work. So let's just get going. Let's move on with the thing. Let me do this here. Boom. Viper Challenge at MasterTech Expo. So MasterTech Expo is coming up first week of March.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it relentlessly for a while now. Tomorrow on the Saturday show, we're going to release the names of the
Competition.
Clean Wire Challenge competition, the
Yeah.
contestants, the 8 guys that are going to be going out to compete for the title of Clean Wire Champion. This was something that we knew was coming as well. The alarm manufacturer, specifically Viper, didn't want to miss out on an opportunity. So we're going to have the Viper Challenge at MasterTech Expo. They're putting together a team of 8 teams of 2 guys, so 16 guys are going to compete.
Yes.
To be, it's a speed round proficiency. They've done a really good job. Did you read this?
Yeah.
Because they released the scoring cards and everything.
How they gonna do that? Yeah.
For us, it's pretty simple. The audience is going to look at it and tell us if it's the baddest, bad or good.
Who's
and
gonna?
so,
yeah.
That makes it pretty simple. But for this, of course, they have judges, and there's 3 judges, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So now they've added a 3rd challenge to this. Actually, a 4th challenge. Sorry, because you have the build off, you have the wire off, you have the alarm challenge, and then you have the light challenge.
The lighting.
This MasterTech Expo is going to be one hell of a show for sure.
Oh,
and this is just this is all just the side gig, like. The whole training portion.
Plus the training
is a whole nother headache. There's still time. There's still time to go to this thing.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't,
registered,
it's totally worth it.
Get you hotels and everything.
And it's open to anybody. Anyone that can pay to go can go. So it's not like you have to be it's not like the other industry events where you have to be part of the industry to go. Yeah. So last year we met a handful of guys that were just like, hey, I just wanted to come. I wanted to come. I wanted to meet you guys. I wanted to get my learn on. I wanted a little vacation. What better way is to get away from the family and go spend a couple days with a bunch of car stereo guys, looking at cool car stereo shit and having your head explode from learning way too much information. So if you're not going, you're just going to be the guy that missed out.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's going to be crazy. Yeah.
All right. On to new product news, because there is some new product news. Let me move that over here. Stinger, maybe you guys have heard of this company, Amp Global. They make the High 10. They also make this new guy here, which is a double DIN dash kit adapter for the SPXM1 media player. This is actually a really cool idea. I'm excited about this. I saw this a couple weeks ago and made sure to tag it so that I'd have, because there's a lot of situations where, we need a marine, like these guys are bikini topping it and a radio is just going to die. They're not doing, I don't know if this takes a backup camera or not, but this is actually really cool, and I can't wait to actually do one of these because we've done plenty of Jeeps that like this would have been a really good idea. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of these. If you have a Jeep JK and you're into getting it all wet and whatnot, now keep in mind this is for a Jeep JK, but this will fit in any one of the Chrysler dashes that use those little winglets. So you could put it in a Dodge, you could put it in a 300, you could put it in a Challenger. There's a lot of Chrysler vehicles that this will fit in. I don't know why you would need it for those.
I don't think you would do that.
But who knows? Fits. Who knows if it'll fit in those? So something to think about.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, okay. So good. Okay. So let me move me around here, and I'm gonna bring up this question here. I hope Stinger adds wireless CarPlay to the High 10. You can add it now. There's 2 modules that work. You can go with the RDVFL.com's piece. You can add either wireless CarPlay or wireless Android Auto, or you could go with the ZZ2 module. Either one of them will plug into the USB that does CarPlay and Android Auto and give you wireless. So you can do it today if you got a High 10 right now, or for that matter, if you have any radio that with the exception of Sony, with a wired Android Auto or CarPlay factory or otherwise, you can buy one of those too, plug it in. That's how in my Mustang I get wireless CarPlay, because I cannot plug in my phone. It drives me crazy.
Good morning, Ray.
All right, let me get rid of that. 2 new Stinger interfaces for Jeeps. Now, we got to play with this at SEMA, and we talked about it, but now it's time to actually get out to the consumers, to have some fun with it. If you have a JK and you put a High 10 in it and you were kind of bummed because the JL got gauges and all that other fun stuff, well, you're in luck. You don't actually have to go out and buy the whole new kit and all that stuff again. They do sell just the wiring harness for it, so you can do a simple upgrade where you pull out your old wiring harness, put in the new wiring harness and module, because it's mainly the module that's talking to the car. There's a couple extra wires you'll have to run for data interfacing, but boom, then you're going to get all the cool stuff like you see here. And then if you have a JK and you don't have a high 10 yet, you've been thinking about it, well, now you can buy the updated version with it, so it's an all-in-one. So they kind of thankfully thought of everybody the second time around.
I mean, at least they did it, you know, and it starts from 2011 to 2018. So, yeah, very good.
Yeah. What does it say? When you get the Stinger, will you do a video on specs and signal and all the yada?
All the yada, yada, yada.
If they so I mean, I feel like the high 10 has pretty much ran its course right now. So as soon as something new comes out, then we'll address it. But until then, it's just, you know, not anything. It's like 4 years old, 3 years old now. So I think if there's any questions, they hopefully will have been answered. So anyways, moving on, new product news. Harman International released a bunch of new products. They were one of a very few companies that actually went to CES this year, Consumer Electronics Show. So they announced some new subwoofers. They also announced a partnership with Metra to come out with motorcycle equipment. There again, if you're a Harman, so that's JBL Infinity fan, there's a bunch of new stuff that they're going to come out with. Going back to the subwoofer for a second, one of the things I thought was unique about the subwoofer was the enclosures. So they're doing something a little different here, is they're actually selling enclosures dependent upon the type of sound you're actually going for. So they have like a wedge box, they have a ported box, and they have all these different designs of enclosures that you just drop the woofers into depending on what you're going to do. I don't know how this is going to work. Like, to me, it seems like that's a lot of inventory. But I think it's a cool idea. I mean, manufacturers have been doing it for years where they just give you, like, build this box, build this box, build that box. And then, of course, everyone has a crack at trying to build a box. Usually doesn't work out so well. So, and as like us, we don't build boxes. So, you know, Paul would just have to figure out how to stock them. But I think it's a cool idea in that, like, hey, you know, do you want big, fat, boomy bass? Here's the enclosure. Here's the woofer. There you go. Oh, you need a wedge? Here you go. So instead of buying somebody else's enclosure, you're just buying JBL's enclosure. That's really the story here, is that they're coming out with specific enclosures, which is really cool. So that ought to be neat. I'm kind of anxious to see how that all plays out. And then I'm going to bump over here to this and give me a second. We got our hands on the whole catalog of Alpine product for this year. And we're just gonna go through this real quick. A lot of this stuff, like here's the F1 status we saw. Here's the status that came out. There again, and then here's the R series. We saw this last January. We showed these speakers. Did they finally start shipping? I think they finally started shipping. And then there's a new amplifier, which we didn't see. So we have a new R series amplifier, which looks really nice. And then we have the full line of R series. So the two small ones, the 4-channel and the monoblock, are the ones that are changing to the R2, A75 and A150. And then the RA90S, which was the last one to come out, which is that staggered powered 6-channel, is going to stay in the lineup for a while. The woofers are already shipped. We've been using those. I like the new trim ring around them. Yeah, I guess the speakers have shipped. The new shallow subwoofer, the new 6x9s.
Yeah.
And then the whole new lineup is going to be the new entry-level performance, which is what we like to call the S. So now it is going to be the S2. We have brand new amplifiers. So there's 3 amplifiers in the lineup, a 5-channel, a 4-channel, and a mono. All new subwoofers, all new speakers. They've gone to the silver look.
I like the subwoofers. The subwoofer looks cool.
Looks different. Yeah. I mean, there again, it's the wheel. How round can you make it? Specialty things that they've come out with is the R-type enclosure, which we got to see last year. And then the S-type enclosure, they finally finished how that is actually going to be. So that is the enclosure. We got to see that last year too, but it was a prototype. This is a plastic. I'm going to say plastic, but it's it's an all-weather enclosure, so it's made out of a thick urethane material. It doesn't flex and all that other fun stuff, so it's made to get wet and whatnot. It comes in a 10 and a 12, so it's big. It's not tiny. It's not like an under-seat woofer like the WES8. It's nothing like that. This is an actual down-firing all-weather enclosure. I'll be interested to see how this is, because this would be something nice for like when we do the one subwoofer application in like the Jeeps and stuff that have the bikini tops. Moving on, new subwoofer enclosures. What do they call those? They have
Prisma.
Prisma
Link.
Yeah. So the S2, 12, 10, and 8 are the Prisma links. As you can see in the bottom there, they have little cool joiners, so you can join them together. So if you want 2, you can join 2. If you want 3, you can join 3. If you want 4, you can join, whatever you want. If you got a limo and you want just a row of these across the floor, go for it. But this is the new Prisma Link. The reason they're calling it Prisma has to do with the color changing LEDs. That's right, there are LEDs in the box. So this will look really nice in your trunk when you're driving down the road. So that'd be pretty cool. And then there's this guy, the Alpine Opti M8. This is the new DSP amplifier. They haven't really been talking about this much, so I'm assuming this isn't going to release anytime soon unless it's already out in other countries and all they have to do is port it over here to the US. But this guy is going to be pretty exciting. It is 60 watts, 50 by 6, and then 300 by 2 at 2 ohms. So it's 150 by 2 at 4 ohms. So it's 50 by 6 and 150 by 2.
All in one.
As you can see, it's got a phone app. It's got a laptop app. It is auto setup. So there's a lot of mystery and intrigue and could be potentially awesomeness surrounded by this amplifier. So this will be one to keep your eye out on if you're an Alpine fan or just an 8-channel DSP fan. So I'm excited to see what this one actually brings to the table. So what's up, Car Gift?
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's pretty nice in Portugal right now.
59, yeah.
Pretty nice. Oh, hey, Clint, or Car Gift. What? I'm sorry. I don't even know what to do. Okay, moving on. Stay on focus. Radios basically all stay the same as far as that goes. Nothing new there. Dash cam. They've had the dash cams for a while that integrate with the radio, so we don't have to worry about that. Jeep stayed the same. Nothing new there. Moving on. I'm just going to try. They also are bringing back the E series, so the SXE. These have been in and out of the lineup for the last couple years. So they're bringing those back. They also have the BBX series amplifier. So this is all what we like to call cost-effective products. So like the base series woofer, which is an amazing woofer, still exists. Now we have the SWT. We have the E series speakers, which stands for entry level. So there are a couple products being brought into this inexpensive Alpine stuff that they've managed to pile back here into the back of the catalog, which I think is a shame because the X stuff is actually pretty nice. And then they've finally made it official. You can go and order Alpine apparel. The funny thing is Alpine doesn't make their apparel. And everyone has to buy it, whether you work there or not. So it's kind of weird. I like that. I'm digging the blue hat though. Like I feel that would make a really nice addition to Hat Sunday. The tech jacket is really nice also. Anyways, moving on. So that kind of takes us through all of that. We'll come back to here. So Alpine, bunch of new products, which is kind of cool. So at least somebody had some cool products for us to talk about. And then we touched on this earlier in the last year, sometime last year we touched on this.
Yes.
Audi was working on VR for cars, and that Heritage t-shirt. What's up, Arturo?
What's up, man?
And Hollow Ride is what it's finally the name that they settled on, and it is if you're looking at the picture right next to Fernando's head, that little puck that is sitting in the middle of the dash there.
Is it Alexa?
It looks like an Alexa. It's designed to actually stick to the windshield, which I don't know how that's going to work according to what it said, but it is going to ship. It's coming out. And it's did you get that one? The
No.
price, I think it's like $750.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, they don't go real deep into how it's actually going to function, but it's going to be for anybody's car, and it's going to work as it slows down. The game will slow down as it speeds up. If you turn left, you turn right. You know, and they actually put it in it because my biggest complaint was motion sickness. Like, it's going to make you sick.
Correct.
But supposedly the game's functionality is designed to, gesture. Yep, gotcha. The game's functionality is designed to work with the car's movement so that you don't get sick. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that still get sick. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
A lot of people are gonna get sick because as soon as you watch your phone and you don't watch where you're going, then people.
Well, yeah, but you're putting these goggles on, so it's not. So you got to keep your head up. You're not looking down. And if the game is slowing down as you slow down and speeding up as you slow up, I feel like, I don't know. I
Sure.
feel like there again.
Hey.
I'm not sold on this, but
if they see the market for this, why not?
yeah, I mean, reading some of the other articles, in-car gaming apparently is going to become a thing, which I don't understand because people can't drive. So why do we need in-car gaming? Like, I don't want to do anything other than drive my car. Okay.
Could you imagine you just driving and then your kids smack you in the back, like just trying to play with things?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it looks like they're holding some kind of controller. She's holding some kind of controller.
Of course, you have to have a control for anything that you do.
Well, yeah, but here's the funny
part. For example,
part.
I don't know. You want to drive? There you go. Now you can have the experience of driving. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's not. I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
Fast and Furious. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
No. I mean, I think for rear seat and kids, I think this will probably be pretty cool. There again, no, I'm not buying any of this crap.
I just feel that it's like so big. Kids.
Listen, we don't talk to each other in person anymore. We don't spend quality time anymore. So hey, let's just continue down the path of isolation.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Hop in the car. You don't talk to. How was your day? I'm playing a game. Leave me alone.
So this is exactly.
Oh it's like, what is a dinner table? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen one in a while.
It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on the opposite direction. Ring security cams for cars. Oh yeah, that's what we need. Actually, this is a pretty good idea, I guess. This is going to be a plug-and-play system. It's going to be sold on Amazon. You can pre-order it now. It's a 2-camera system. It is designed to work either with Wi-Fi or as a subscription where you can pay, I think it's like, I don't know, $70 a year or something like that.
That's not bad.
Where you can get, it becomes internet in the car kind of thing.
Satellite thing.
Yeah, like LTE or I don't know, whatever the cool tech is now that makes our ring-a-dingies here work.
Yeah.
Anyways, pay a monthly fee. You can have it upload automatically and all that fun stuff. It's 2 cameras. Yeah. And when they say 2 cameras, I'm thinking that's 2 cameras. Like there's one facing you and there's one facing out.
Correct.
They say 360 coverage, but I don't get it. Like, how are you gonna?
I mean,
well, no,
180.
Yeah, well, I could. Well,
and 180.
You never get 180 that way. You might get like 140 at best, but you're not going to see through the windshields. I don't know. I thought it was, when I read 2 camera, my brain went to there's a front camera and a rear camera, but. Yeah. It looks like literally all you do is you take this thing and stick it in the front of the car, and then there's a cable that goes over and plugs into the OBD2.
Correct.
And that's it.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I mean, it does. It sounds great. I'm sure there'll be people that'll be like, I don't want it in my OBD2. Can you?
And then you're gonna have so many notifications in your phone. Cling.
It has Alexa, so when you're driving home and you're thinking, oh, I need this, you can go like, Alexa, I need vitamins. Make sure they're on their way. Will do, Dean. They're coming. I don't use Alexa. I don't know how any of this shit works. I talk to myself. I don't need to talk to something that responds back.
Hey, Dean, I have to take some vitamins. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you forget. Yeah.
Actually, yes, news, the ITA working on the Type-C connector. It does work on the Type-C connector. The one thing we have found is that they've added in a new feature to the iPads that is app microphone selection. So we get it to work, and then we get it not to work, and we just found out about this feature, so now we have to break it again so that we can go back in and turn it on in the feature, and of course film a bunch of videos about it. But that's really the only, it works great. It's working actually really well. We've been using it for the last week. We just haven't been able to not make it not do what we want anymore. So yeah, if you buy the Apple Type-C to aux jack,
it will work.
It'll work. So we'll film some videos, get that all out here at probably next month, I'm hoping. Yeah, so
pretty much.
Because you're going to have the VR, and you're not going to be in the back seat like you're supposed to. You're going to be driving with your VR goggles on. So it's what it is. Hey guys, it's 2023. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of news to be had. We're going to be traveling all over the country doing all kinds of crazy stuff this year. We, of course, have the big project of remodeling the install bay going on right now. As you can kind of see the new cabinets behind us. We have painting to do. We have crap we need to take off the walls because it's just kind of crowded.
It's a lot of stuff
a lot of stuff we need to do. So this 2023 is going to be a lot. It's definitely going to be a lot going on. We're going to try to take you guys along for as much of it as we can because we hope you guys enjoy that kind of thing. The news is just one of those things that's going to evolve this year. Maybe some new artwork, some new fun and excitement to look at, as well as part of the joy of remodeling the install bay is that we want to create areas where we can do the show from differently.
Yeah.
As soon as we got this all set up yesterday, Fernando was like, dude, we need to be closer. I was like, of course, but relax, So stay tuned. It's going to be a fun year, and it's going to be a long year. Let's be honest. 2023 is going to be a long year for everyone. What's up, Chris?
What up?
Maybe we'll get on TikTok just to make Chris happy.
Sounds good.
We have been doing reels. So,
are you want to dance? TikTok is all about dancing, man.
I can dance.
There you go. So just stay tuned.
I can't dance. But that's what we got for you. That's the news, guys. Tomorrow's Saturday. We got the Saturday show coming up. We're going to announce the winners or the contestants, the guys that are going to be competing for the Clean Wire Challenge at Master Tech Expo in March. As we said at the beginning of the show, if you're not going, you're going to miss out on one of the coolest shows of all time. There are going to be fireworks, people. Fireworks.
Yes.
Okay. I've never been to a convention that has. I've been to Disney plenty of times. I've not been to a convention that's going to blow off fireworks, have a live concert, meet the mayor, meet Chip Foose, and he can tell me, "Hey, you're from Washington? Those are some Washington shoes you got there. That's so strange. Very peculiar." And that was not an imitation of Chip Foose. That was just how I felt when I was in the elevator with them. You guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. If not, you can always find us on Instagram, popping in, popping out, doing all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
And hopefully not getting cut off by Brian when he calls to say, holy crap. Like last night.
Yeah. Come on, Brian.
If you wonder why we just dropped off, Brian called and I forgot to put it on.
So just blame Brian.
It's Brian's fault. All right, guys. And that's Mitchell. Yeah, you guys know.
Brian Mitchell.
All right, guys. You have a wonderful day. It's Friday the 13th. Ooh.
See you guys later on Instagram, guys.
You bet. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Fade to black. Oh, I wonder if there was an echo on the whole thing.
Why?
Well, because we had your laptop on.